So you're probably wondering right out the gate as to why I have an image of Venom for my review of the latest horror film to come out on screen as of this week, A Quiet Place. Well, to explain that, I'm going to have to spoil some stuff about this film. And no, this movie does not have any correlation to Venom or Marvel in general. In fact, if anything, it was actually supposed to be, fun fact, there was talk of it being a part of the Cloverfield franchise, which I'm kind of glad it did. Spoiler alert, it's not. It's not part of Cloverfield, even though J.J. Abrams really wanted to be a part of that franchise. John Krasinski, the director and main star of the film, didn't fly with that. So, and I'm kind of glad he didn't, honestly, and went with his gut. But yeah, so if you haven't guessed already, I'm going to have to talk about this movie. There's some spoilers. The movie's been out for about a couple days, so I figured why not. So yeah, but for real quick, if you do not want to be spoiled, I will say that this movie is amazing. It is such a fresh take on the horror genre. There's a lot of drama, a lot of family stuff in here, and it's scary. It's scary. I went to see this with both my parents, and my mother was clinging to my dad for dear life, and not trying to look at the screen. So yeah, and even I was like, no one wanted to make a sound in this theater. I mean, you're not supposed to anyway, but there was like an extra bonus of like you could feel the tension in the theater. So yeah. So from here on out, I think I'm going to have to spoil some stuff about this movie to really go in depth with the review. So if you do not want to be spoiled, I'll give you guys a couple seconds to bow out now. Okay, so I'm guessing if you're still here, you either want to be spoiled or you've already seen the movie. So let's start off of why do I have an image of Venom here? Mostly because the aliens in this film look like dead-on Venom. With a give or take a couple things like the claws and whatnot, they look like Venom. Like, no shit. The moment I saw the first one, I was like, is that Venom? Even the teeth in the mouth, and even their main weakness is enhanced sonics. So yeah. The film itself is all about, this film, these aliens hunt by sound. You don't know how they got here, you don't know why they're here. All you know is that they hunt by sound and have pretty much driven mankind to extinction, and yeah. This film also does not, I don't know what it is, but I guess we're seeing, this and it really show, like, the opening, I'm not even joking, the opening to a film of a child being brutally killed. Yeah, not even, like, I'm not even joking, like, the opening to both this and it really show that in today's films, children aren't safe. Anyway. But no, this film was great. John Krasinski, who most of you guys would know best for The Office, and his wife Emily Blunt are both fantastic in here. Also, we have the main child actress who is actually hearing impaired, and she is fantastic. Everyone in here is just awesome. Of just following this family as they're going through day-to-day life without talking or anything, or even trying to do their best to make a sound. And can you just stop for a second and just kind of imagine the hell, what kind of hell they're living in? Like, could you just imagine the kind of hell that is? Of not being able to emote, not being able to, you know, fully express yourself sometimes, and not even be able to, like, cry if you lose someone. Because if you make a sound, you die. I can't even imagine that. I in no way can imagine what that's like. So, yeah, this is this is just it's just really good because there's only so little of dialogue. There's hardly any dialogue in this film, but the film more than makes up for it for having just following the drama of John Krasinski and Emily Blunt and their family and their characters' families just emoting through just facial expressions. It was a success for also, you know, The Shape of Water with the main actress being mute. And when you really can't depend on actors speaking, you really have to depend on how well their facial expressions and how well they can speak through their body language. And I assure you that this film more than knocks it out of the park in that regard. Oh man, it's not a long film, I will tell you, but I think it's at the proper length of for this type of film. And yeah, When dialogue is spoken, however, I will say that there is, like, you know, when it's spoken, it matters. Every line of dialogue matters in that regard. Everyone needs to, you know, whenever someone speaks, it matters, and every time they don't, it really matters. Because, like I said, the tension in this film is insane. Like, I was, like... There was a point, like, one scene, I was, like, biting my nails. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, just make it stop, make it stop. And I haven't done that, not even when I was watching, like, It, or Get Out, or other horror films in the past, where I was like, ooh... I was like, this movie, you know, has done something to me in terms of horror that I haven't been able to do in a long time. Keep me at the edge of my seat. And granted, I don't discredit, you know, It or Get Out. Those are all really good horror films, don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting them in the least. What I'm saying is, A Quiet Place has been the first film in a long time to make me be on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And granted, a lot of the stuff in here is jump scares, but what sets it apart from most shitty horror films who just depend on jump scares is every jump scare in here matters. Every jump scare in here, well, there's actually like one or two at best that feel like, really? We did that? But every other jump scare is properly placed. Every jump scare in this film is properly, feels like they matter, you know? Every jump scare feels like it is put on there for a direct reason, not for like, oh, jump scare, oh, jump scare, oh, jump scare. That's what I really appreciate about this film, when they can make a jump scare and make it matter. So, man, I could just go on and on about this film. This was just a fantastic horror film. And there's so little to it, but there's, at the same time, so much at the same time. So I really, God, just go see this movie. If you're a fan of horror, just go see this movie, for the love of God, if you haven't already. So, yeah, so if you've seen A Quiet Place, just comment below, let me know. What did you guys think of it? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.